we couldn't agree all to dress up like Lion King characters, so we went with Sons of Anarchy. I really wanted to be Mufasa, but they were against the idea. So we're going to be presenting Hamlet. Right here we have Hamlet. We have Queen Gertrude and Horatio. Right there is going to be King Claudius. And then we have Polonius and Ophelia.
Yay.
Oh, if this too sullied flesh would melt, thaw and resolve itself into a dew, or that everlasting had not fixed his cannon, gained self-slaughtered. Oh God, God, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to me all the uses of this world.
We start off with a bang. Or considering that this is Hamlet we're talking about, maybe more like a whimper. He's moaning about how he's depressed he is over his father's death and mom's remarriage, and wishing that his flesh would melt.
So, dear Hamlet, or dear brother Death, the memory be green, and that it does be fitted to bear a heart in grief. In a whole kingdom to be constructed in one broad womb, yet so far help expression thought with nature that we see sorrow think on him. Together we remember ourselves.
King Claudius begins by acknowledging old King Hamlet's death, and says it is befitted that the whole kingdom to mourn old Hamlet's loss.
Good Hamlet, cast thy nighted color off, and let thy eye look like a friend on Denmark. Do not forever with the valley lids seek for thy noble fathers in the dust. Thou knowest this is common, all that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and for the day combined to fast in fires, till the foul crimes done in my days of nature, and burnt and purged away, but that I forbid to tell the secrets of my prison house. I could tell a tale unfold whose lightest word would harrow up thy soul, freeze thy young blood, but thy two eyes like stars start from their spheres. They nodded and combined locks to part, and each particular hair to stand on end, like quills upon the fretful parpatine. But this eternal blaze it must not be, to ears of flesh and blood. Here the ghost claims that he's doomed to suffer in purgatory, or the in-between, and until young Hamlet avenges his foul and most unnatural murder by killing Claudius. Revenge is foul and most unnatural murder. Murder? Murder most foul, as in best it is, but the most foul, strange, and unnatural.
Haste to me, now know it, that I, with wings as swift as meditation or the thoughts of love, may sweep to my revenge.
Okay, Hamlet sure seems eager enough for revenge here, but this is before he knows who he has to kill. Is there something about Claudius that makes Hamlet hesitate? Is he reluctant to kill the king?
He knew me not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. He is far gone, and truly in my youth I suffered from much extremity for love, very near this.
Polonius is convinced that Hamlet is far, far gone in his love for Ophelia, but sorry, Polonius, we think it's more likely that Hamlet is likely making a naughty joke at Polonius' expense. A fishmonger is a pimp. Hamlet knows that Polonius is basically pimping out his daughter to get at Hamlet.
The spirit that I have seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, yea, and perhaps out of my weakness and melancholy, as he is very content with such spirits. He abuses me to damn me, and I'll have grounds more relative than this, to plays the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Here Hamlet's worried that the ghost might be lying about old Hamlet's death in order to lead young Hamlet astray. Hamlet wants to be sure that Claudius is guilty, so he devises a plan to test the ghost's story. Sounds logical, i.e., not crazy. We'd want confirmation of our spirit's visitations as well.
Oh, this too true. How smart a lash the speech do give me conscience. The hearted cheek be beauty. His plastic art is not more ugly to the things that helps it than is my deed to my most painted word, oh heaven burden.
Unlike Polonius, Claudius knows that all his scheming might catch up to him in the end.
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this play for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Get thee to a nunnery, farewell. Or if thou needs marry, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough that monsters what you make of them. To a nunnery, go, and quickly too. Farewell!
This is seriously me. Here Hamlet tells Ophelia that women make husbands into monsters, which is true. In other words, he assumes that all women are unfaithful and all wives cheat, which is why he orders Ophelia to a nunnery, or basically a brothel. But why does he flip out like this? Why does Hamlet know that Claudius and Polonius are using Ophelia as bait to eavesdrop? If so, does he view Ophelia's participation as a betrayal? Does Ophelia's seeming betrayal remind Hamlet of his mother's betrayal to his father?
Madam, how like you this play?
The lady protests too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
Dude, Hamlet, lay off your mom. At this point in the action, the player queen has professed over and over again that she will not remarry after her husband, the player king, dies. Gertrude says here that the character protests too much, and Hamlet, as usual, finds a way to insult his mother.
Lady, shall I lie in your lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head upon your lap.
Ah, my lord.
Do you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a fair thought to lie between lazy legs.
What is, my lord?
Oh, nothing.
Hamlet's dirty talk puts Ophelia in an impossible situation. When Hamlet makes lewd innuendos, Ophelia can't respond in a way that suggests she knows what he's talking about. If she does, then it would suggest that she knows a little too much about sex. This could be damaging to her reputation as, say, losing her virginity before marriage. Our point? Hamlet gets the power to control Ophelia's conversation, just like Polonius and Lurtz have the power to control her body.
Oh, my offense is ranked to spell to heaven. Is the health the prominent earliest curse upon it, a brother's murder.
Talk about religious illusion. This is a reference to the biblical story of Cain and Abel. Comparing his sin of killing old Hamlet to Cain's sinning of killing Abel really ups the major sin factor in Claudius' treachery.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweated him in seamed bed, stewed in corruption, honey, and making love with a nasty sty.
Wait. Hamlet, tell us again how you think sex is basically the most disgusting thing ever. We didn't catch it the first time, or the second time, or, well, you get the point. Hamlet thinks sex is gross. Do not forget, this visitation is but when thy almost blunted purpose, but look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit and weak as body's strongest words. Speak to her, Hamlet. It looks like Hamlet was so busy laying into Gertrude for sleeping with Claudius that he forgets all about the ghost orders for him to lead Gertrude to heaven, almost as if he's more upset by Gertrude's sexuality than his father's murder.
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper?
At supper. That's where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of politic worms are in at him. Your worm is your emperor for diet. We fat all creatures else that fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean beggars, but a variable servant. 2 dishes, but to 1 table. That's the end.
Hamlet tells Claudius that Polonius is at supper, but what he really means is that Polonius is being eaten for supper. There goes our appetite.
When thou shalt have overlooked this, give these fellows some means to the king. They have letters for him. At any rate, we were 2 days old at sea. A parrot of very warlike appointments gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow a sail, we put on a capel vela in the grapple. I boarded them. On the instant, they got clear of our ship. So I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did. I am to do a good turn for them.
Horatio receives letters from a sailor sent by Hamlet. The first letter tells Horatio that pirates beset the ship on which Hamlet was being carried to England. In the ensuing battle, the pirates took Hamlet captive. They treated him well and brought him back to Denmark. He has, in return, promised to do them a favor. The other letter, says Hamlet's first letter, are for Horatio to deliver to the king. After he has made the delivery, Horatio is to come immediately to meet Hamlet. Hamlet tells his friend that he has much news to share. That's Ophelia drowning.
Does it not think that these stand me now upon? He had that killed my king and whored my mother. Popped in between thy election and my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life with such cozenage. Is not perfect for conscience to quit him with this arm, and is not be damned to let this canker of our nature come in further evil?
The translation is Claudius disrupted Hamlet's succession to the throne of Denmark by taking advantage of Hamlet's absence and convincing the noble councilman to elect him king. So is Hamlet more concerned with getting to the throne or avenging his father?
Oh, I die, Horatio. Though pretense posing quite o'ercrows my spirits, I cannot live to hear the news from England, but I do prophesy the election lights for Fortinbras. He has my dying voice, so tell him with the occurrence, more and less, which have solicited. The rest is silence!
Shakespeare's tragic heroes always die. That's just what you get for being a tragic hero. At the same time, the plays are always concerned with reestablishing a sense of political order. Hamlet's dying words and his prophecy that Fortinbras will be the next election anticipates the Norwegian prince's arrival in Denmark and likely succession to the throne. We're left with a sense that Denmark, as a collective whole, will be in capable hands. Happy ending?